Michael Weyand. We're here at the European Water Association's 6th annual event, and we're learning about River Basin Management Plans. And it's actually your role for the area that you're in to deal with these. Would you explain a little about them, what they are, and why are they important? Why should we be concerned about them?
To set up river basin management plans is very important because to look on an entire river basin as a whole is the best way to find the right solutions for many of the problems we nowadays have with our rivers. That means problems with quality, but also with quantity of our rivers, and also with the aspect that we have to look more and more on the biological components of the Water Framework Directive, and then there especially with the fishes. And that is also in my river basin where I come from, in the rural area, a very big problem, because we have also many weirs with hydropower generation or not, and which is nowadays a problem that fish can migrate onto their spawning habitats, especially if you look onto the salmon or onto the sea trout.
This is a difficult balance to make, isn't it? Because on the one hand, legislators are all pushing hard for clean energy, things like hydropower, and on the other hand, balancing the ecological impact of that isn't easy. How are you going about it?
It's a very big problem, I think, not for us, but more for the political decision makers, in which way they want to get a balance between the need to have more and more in ecological power production on the one side, but on the other side to have good ecological water systems. And that is a problem, because if you install hydropower plants within a river system, that is an impact on the river system itself, on the river ecology itself.
Taking this one step further then, the obvious direction that this is all going in is that water can be much more important in many policy areas involving sustainability, sustainable development, involving environment, involving climate change. How do you view the future of water policy?
Water policy must include all these aspects you mentioned. We have, as mentioned by you, we have to deal with water climate effects. We have to deal with loss of biodiversity, and I think the Water Framework Directive may be the right thing, or maybe the right law to include all these aspects in the future kind of acting. And therefore it's, from my point of view, a very good directive, because it's also necessary to include the public opinion in that what we should do, and also the public has to decide what they want to have. For example, cheap energy or a good environment.